I explained you how the process of reflection will take place in case of concave mirror. So the ray of light coming from some object, distant object say AB, will fall on the mirror, will reflect back. Again it will fall on the mirror and reflect back. Again from this part if you consider, fall on the mirror and reflect back. Again it will fall on the mirror and reflect back. Finally we see that all the reflected rays of light will converge or meet at some point, I said, and at that point where all the reflected rays of light will meet, at that point the image of the object is said to be formed. Also I explained you. So children, now this point of intersection of all the reflected rays where the image of the object is formed is represented by capital letter F, called the principal focus. F is called the principal focus. These are new terms which you have to learn along with the notations, children. What is principal focus? It is the point where all the reflected rays will meet or they converge at a point where the image of the object is formed, is called the principal focus, represented by capital letter F. Now we already know that the distance from pole to center of curvature is called R, the radius of curvature. Similarly children, the distance from pole to the principal focus, what? From pole, that is center of the mirror, to the principal focus. Children, please keep in mind, don't get confused between center of curvature and pole of the mirror. Center of curvature is not part of the mirror, but it is part of the sphere. But pole is part of the mirror, it is center of the mirror. Keep this in mind. Now, the distance from pole to the center of curvature is radius of curvature R, whereas the distance from pole to the principal focus F is represented, the distance is represented by small letter f, called the focal length. It is called the focal length, which is represented by small letter f. Okay, that is the next thing which you will have to remember. Pole, principal axis, the straight line passing through the center of the mirror or pole of the mirror, you can tell. C is the center of curvature of the sphere, which is not part of the mirror. PC, the distance from pole to the center of curvature, is called the radius of curvature R. The distance, the point where the reflected light converge or meet is called the principal focus, represented by capital letter F. The distance from pole to the principal focus F is represented by small letter f, called the focal length. These are the important definitions which you will have to keep in mind. Now, one more thing children, aperture. I forgot to tell you, that is aperture. What is aperture? Andre, it is the surface area which is available for the process of reflection. Why I wrote Mn andre? Here I have represented that by letter M and N. The surface area, here the process of reflection is taking place now. The aperture, this is called aperture. The surface area which is available for the process of reflection to take place is called aperture. So that is one more new term. And always children, in the case what we explain here or what we learn here, in all the cases we consider the aperture which is always smaller than the radius of curvature of the mirror. Very important note. Star. What? Here we consider the aperture. What is aperture? This arc or the surface which is available is the aperture. We consider the aperture which is smaller than the radius of curvature of the mirror. What is radius of curvature? A pole in the center of curvature vargu what distance you have, that is called the radius of curvature of the mirror. So, ಈ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಅಪರ್ಚರ್ ಸೈಜು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. We chose such type of mirrors, such type of spherical mirrors. Please keep this in mind. So, that is one point. Next, there is some relationship between this R and F. Which R andre radius of curvature R and small letter f, which is the focal length. ಏನದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ the radius of curvature is always twice the focal length. And children, you will learn the ray diagrams in further classes. Only when you draw the ray diagrams, you should not do mistakes. You should have idea that the principal focus andre reflected lights meet agadalla. That point is always present, that is capital F, principal focus is always present between the center of curvature and pole of the mirror. It is always present between P and C, pole and center of curvature. Andre, that is capital letter F. Alva. What is distance from P to F? It is equal to small letter f, which is focal length. So radius of curvature is 2 times that of the focal length. Or one more form, you should know this to solve the problems. If R is 2f, what is f andre? F is half of the radius of curvature. This also you should remember. R is 2f andre, f enu children. R already there. I just kept f on LHS ashte. If it is confusing, see, R ille idella, f ide. Nan bari what is f anbeku. R already is there on my LHS is equal to sign as it is I write. In between 2 and f, multiplication sign is there. So if I send any one of the term among these two to the LHS or RHS, I should divide it. So R divided by 2. That is what I wrote as f is equal to R divided by 2, or R is equal to 2f. These are the two important formulas as well as relationship which you will have to keep in mind. Radius of curvature is twice the focal length, or focal length is half the radius of curvature. That is what these formulas mean. So these are the few basic things which you will have to know in order to learn the ray diagram. What is this ray diagram? From the beginning I have been telling you will learn ray diagram, you will learn what is this ray diagram, why is it called ray diagram? Anta simply we shall think. Ray diagram, why ray? Because light travels in the form of rays. So, ಹೇಗೆ light ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಹೇಗೆ reflect ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, that is what we are going to show in that ray, in the diagram. Hence it is called ray diagram ashte. So why the name ray diagram? Hope you understood. Light always travels in the form of rays. Hence here in the figure we are not representing nothing but the rays of light and about the reflection process, how it is taking at different positions of the objects we are going to learn, children. So that is, hence it is called the ray diagram. So to recall, what all we have studied till now is what is light anta odidvi. It is the main branch of physics, that is optics anta odidvi. Next we study different properties of light. What is ray, what is beam anta. What is the natural source of light and the twinkling star, moon, rainbow concept all we studied. And after that, we studied about the process of reflection of light in case of plane mirrors. What is angle of incident, angle of reflection, laws of reflection, image formation in case of plane mirrors we studied. And next we studied about the spherical mirrors. What are spherical mirrors? It is the part of the sphere, and there are two types of spherical mirror, concave, convex. First is concave, second convex, and then record ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. If at all you are following the clue which I am giving about the blessings. What is blessing? Concave. Always blessing come from the front part of the hand. So reflection is taking place inside in case of concave, and other side is silvered or polished. Similarly, athwa you can remember it as inverted C and C. Adu convex andre outer part alli reflection process is taking place, whereas inner surface is silvered or polished. And we also studied the ray diagram, or how the process of reflection will take place in case of convex mirror and concave mirror. Concave mirror is called converging mirror. It is because the rays of light after reflection will converge or meet or coincide at one point. Whereas we observed in the diagram previously, in case of convex mirror, it is diverging mirror because the light after reflection will diverge. It will not meet. But when they trace the path of those reflected, right, they coincided or were meeting at one point. Next, we studied about the various terms with respect to mirror, which are there under. As you all know, when you consider the sphere under circle, children, it has its center represented by letter C. Now, we divided this circle into two halves, alva. One is concave, one is convex and other is concave. So, the center of curvature is nothing but the center of the sphere which is present on the principal axis. Moreover, and if you draw the diameter, children, if you draw the diameters will again touch the centers of those two halves which we got on dividing the circle. That is nothing but the poles of convex mirror and concave mirror. Hope you are understanding. So, pole is part of the mirror. Igidu mirror namge. E half of the circle, mirror. So, we say poles are the part of mirror, whereas center of curvature is not part of the mirror. So, but center of curvature is present. And the straight line which is passing through the pole is called the principal axis. And the distance from pole to the center of curvature. Hope now you will understand from this figure. Pole in the center of curvature is nothing but the radius of curvature r. Isn't it? Now you will understand. From center to any point on the circle, if you draw the line, that gives the radius. You know all this. So, P to C, distance from pole to center of curvature is radius of curvature r. And whenever the reflection process takes place, the rays of light after reflection, where they meet or where they form, where they coincide, and that point the image is formed, and it is called the principal focus of the mirror, represented by capital letter F. The distance from pole to this principal focus F is represented by small letter f, called the focal length of the mirror. Next is aperture, that is the arc which is available, the surface area which is available for the process of reflection is called aperture. Aperture, the mirrors we have chosen here are mirrors whose aperture is smaller than the radius of curvature of the mirror. So, this distance r idiyala, this PC is more compared to the apertures of the mirror what we are considering here. That is one thing. And always the principal focus or the image will be formed in between the pole and center of curvature. As I said you, when you learn the ray diagrams, no children, you should not write the principal focus here. No, it is wrong. Principal focus is always in between, somewhere in between pole and the center of curvature. And next, two important formulas we learned. That is the relationship between the radius of curvature and the focal length f. The radius of curvature is twice the focal length, or focal length is half the radius. Focal length is half the radius. These are the two important formulas which you have to remember in order to solve the problems. So this is about the spherical mirrors, that is convex, concave, and various terms about those mirrors. With this background, children, in the next session we shall be studying how the process of reflection takes place, and what are the conditions, how the rays will travel, all that we shall be discussing in the next session, as well as study the ray diagram with respect to this converging mirror, that is nothing but the concave mirrors, and about its ray diagrams. Till then, please read the textbook, practice these figures, as well as learn the definitions and the formula, children. Please read the textbook, don't forget, read textbook, read textbook, read textbook. Soon we shall be discussing all this again in the online class. Thank you, children.